How Injustice 2 lost its throne. You know, there was a time when Injustice 2 felt unstoppable. Everywhere you looked, people were grinding multiverse events, showing off gear builds, debating tier lists, and spending hours in ranked matches just trying to hit that next division. It wasn't just another fighting game. It felt alive. Batman versus Superman, The Flash versus Reverse Flash, legendary gear, competitive hype, the insane character intros. Everything about it screamed passion. And now, 2 years later, silence. The downfall of Injustice 2 wasn't sudden. It was slow, painfully slow, like watching a once legendary city slowly lose power, block by block. The first crack started with repetition. Players logged in every day only to realize they were doing the exact same thing over and over again. Same towers, same AI fights, same grinding loop. The excitement slowly turned into routine. And once a live service game starts feeling like a chore instead of fun, players leave. Then came the bigger problem. No real future. No major updates. No huge balance shakeups. No exciting roadmap. No communication strong enough to make people believe the game still mattered. The community kept waiting. And waiting. And waiting. But eventually players stopped asking, when is the next big update? And started asking, is this game abandoned? That question killed the momentum. Competitive players moved on. Content creators moved on. Casual players followed them. That's how online games die. Not with one massive disaster, but through silence. Then came modern competition. New fighting games arrived with better netcode, more active developers, fresh mechanics, and stronger community support. Suddenly, Injustice 2 started to feel old. Not classic, old. The graphics were still amazing. The gameplay was still solid, but the energy was gone. And energy matters more than people realize. Because a multiplayer game survives on one thing, people believing tomorrow will be exciting. But in Injustice 2, tomorrow started looking exactly like yesterday. Even the gear system, once one of the coolest features in the game, became part of the problem. At first it felt rewarding. Later it felt exhausting. Too much grinding, too much randomness, too much time spent chasing stats instead of enjoying fights. And over time, players began to realize they weren't logging in because they loved the game. They were logging in because the game trained them to. That realization changed everything. Now look at the community. Smaller lobbies, longer matchmaking times, less conversation, less excitement. A game that once felt like the future of superhero fighters now feels like a forgotten monument. And maybe the saddest part? The game still had potential. That's what makes the downfall hurt. Because Injustice 2 didn't collapse because it was terrible. It collapsed because it stopped evolving. And in modern gaming, standing still is the fastest way to disappear. So now players wait, not for another patch, not for another gear drop, but for something bigger, a new beginning, an Injustice 3, a reason to believe again. Until then, Injustice 2 remains trapped between legacy and abandonment, a legendary fighter slowly fading into history.